What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Ride the Six Motorcycles, basically. Um, I do apologize, I haven't done a lot of videos on the F3 this year. I meant to, guys, but then this COVID thing came up, and then I crashed my FZ6R, so there's a lot of work going on in the background on the FZ6R with an R6 fork rebuild. But anyways, guys, I have had requests from a couple people asking to do some videos on the MV Agusta, so I do have a couple videos coming anyways, but this one is specifically is going to be on how to navigate the dash on your MV Agusta, how to change your settings, quick shifter, ABS, like all these kind of settings through the menu on the bike. When you're coming from a basic motorcycle to something more like this, it has a lot of extra features on the bike. It can be overwhelming, and the manuals don't really do a good job explaining how to navigate the menus that well. So anyways, guys, stick around. I'm going to show you what I know and how I know how to navigate the menus. So stay tuned. Alright, so before we turn the bike on, guys, before we even look at the screen, all your menus are navigated with basically this part of your left-hand controls. This one is OK, this one is set. Now, if you push OK and you push set, that is not where the actual buttons are located. They're located behind these little arrows. So you can hear I'm clicking the button. And then same up here. So your buttons are here. They are not here and here. It's a little bit confusing. But anyways, so everything I'm going to tell you, or everything I'm going to show you, it's going to be related to the OK button and the set button. Let's turn the bike on. Let's take a look at the dash, and I'm going to explain how some of these things work on the bike. Okay, guys, we're going to turn the key on here. So the bike's going to start up. It's going to do its little quick test. I usually don't start the bike until after it's done its quick test. So I'm not worried about draining the battery because I have my MV Agusta plugged into a trickle charger. So let's show you what happens here. So right now, if I just click the OK button, you're going to see the screen is going to change. So basically I'm flipping between the trip meters. So trip 1, trip 2. Nothing else fancy, just by clicking the OK button. If I hold in the OK button for, I think it's like 3 seconds and release, you can see it's going to reset your trip 1. Again, if I go over to trip 2 and I hold in the OK button for 3 seconds and release, it's going to reset your trip meters. So that's the easy part. So now let's click the set button. So I'm going to click the set button, and you can see the screen is going to rotate through. So setting for traction control. These are lap times for tracks. I have not played with this because I haven't had this thing on the track. Setting ABS, quick shift on, and setting clock. And then back to our regular screen here. I guess let's navigate the first menu. So from our main screen, we're going to hit the set button once. So it's going to say setting TC. So TC is traction control. We're going to click OK. So traction control level. Now it's displayed in 2 places. So up here, there's a little TC thing around the gauge. And basically this setting goes from 0 to 8. So right now it's at traction control 8, and you can see the circle is full and complete over here on the top of the dash. So if you want in, so right now traction level 0, 1, 2, 3. You just cycle through these by pressing the OK button. If I push the set button, you see it changes the number the other direction. So your arrows here just essentially are up and down. I have been riding this bike with full traction control since I've owned it last September. So right now I have traction level 8. Now I'm going to set it down to traction level 7, and then to accept the setting in this screen, you need to hold the OK button for 3 seconds. And there you go. So it'll jump back out, and you can see if you go back in again, it's at traction control 7. So that's fine. We'll leave that alone. Very basic setting, but yeah, I haven't turned the traction down on this bike per se. So the next menu item here is setting ABS. So we're going to click OK. Yes. So ABS is normal, race, and off. And again, I'm cycling through these modes by pushing the OK button. On this one, it's tricky. Like, this is what's tricky with this bike. The settings and the way you control the settings in each menu are different. So I'm going to click OK to go into setting ABS. So it's flashing right now. If I don't touch anything, it basically accepts that setting and it backs you out. So say if I want to go to race mode. So right now it's flashing normal. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to say ABS race. And I'm not going to hit anything else. And it's done. So if I go back in, you're going to see it set to ABS race. So if I want to set it back to normal again, just push the OK button. Normal. And leave it alone. And it'll take you out of the menu. Alright, so our next setting after ABS, we're going to hit the set button again to cycle the menus. Quick shift on and off. Now I'm going to click OK. It's going to flash. If I click OK again, it's going to set the quick shift to off. Now, in the event that your bike, the quick shifter is off and you want to turn it on, it's the same procedure. So quick shift is off. I'm going to click OK. It's going to flash. I'm going to click OK again. And I'm going to let it sit. And once it stops flashing, it's taken that setting. Okay guys, we're going to cycle around to the clock menu. This one is probably the trickiest menu out of all of them to navigate on the bike. So once you get to the clock menu, you push OK. As soon as you push OK, you're going to see your hour start flashing here on the bike. So to change the hour, you keep pushing OK. I have not found a way to take this out of 12-hour or 24-hour clock format. So I leave it in a 24-hour format. And right now here it is 2:39 p.m. Oh, I went past it. Sorry guys. So there's lunch. So there's 2. Okay, now to move to the minute section, you need to hold the OK button for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let go. And then now you're over here flashing on your minutes. So our minutes is 39. So I need to cycle around a little bit. I find you can't really go the opposite direction here on the clock. You cannot use the up arrow to adjust the time. Always use the down arrow or the OK button. Okay, so let's get this to, so it's 14:40 here now to be exact. Now, to save this, you press the OK button for 3 seconds and release. 1, 2, 3, and release. So that's how you adjust your clock, guys. And like I say, this one is the trickiest one because if you hold it for 3 seconds, it sets it. But if you hold it for 5 seconds, it moves you over to the minute section. So there's a couple different settings there with the clock. And other than that, you're back to your regular screen. So yeah, not a lot of stuff, guys. So setting traction control, lap times, which I don't know. I have not tried it. I haven't used it. I can't help you with that. ABS, quick shift, and clock. So those are the menus I know how to navigate. Now, there is another thing that has to be shown, and it's the engine map mode. So right now, I'm in normal mode. In order to change this mode, let me see if I can actually do it with the bike off. I don't even know if I can. Every time I've done this, I've done it with the bike on. So I'm going to have to show you that a little bit later on, guys. I need to open up the garage door and start the bike in order how to show it. But essentially, the bike needs to be running, and then while the bike is running, you hit the little the starter button below your main on-off switch, and it'll start flashing here. It'll say engine map, and it'll start flashing it. It'll go between normal, I think, rain, and sport, I believe it is. I don't remember off the top of my head, but this little indicator here will flash, and essentially you just keep tapping the starter button while the bike is running, and that's how you change your engine maps on the bike. I've mainly been running this bike under the normal engine map, just because I don't really need to go crazy on the roads with this thing. But if you do want a little bit more engine power, a little bit more performance, you definitely want to put it into the sport mode. It does make quite a difference, guys. Anyways, guys, if this video helps you, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, send me a comment, and subscribe, guys. I'll try my best to provide videos that you guys want to see, but just do one of the three. If you comment, great. If you like, great. If you subscribe, great. All I ask is do one, and if you want to do the full shebang, do it all. Cheers, guys. Ride safe. See you on the next video.